Dear Lord, the battle we go through life. We ask for a chance is fair. Chance to equal our strife. Chance to do it there. We should win. They be by the code. Faith and honor held high. We should lose. Stand by the road. Cheers when winners go by. Day by day. We get better and better. We can't beat. Won't beat.
We have with us a championship team today, Coach Fuchsa with the 5U Bombers. Coach, how you doing this morning?
Doing pretty good. Excited.
How you feeling?
I'm excited. We've been here before, but not with this age group, so we're excited. We know what it takes and what we need to do today, so we feel good about it.
Gotcha. And this is a 5U team, so
5U.
This is their very first year playing football. How's it been coaching these kids as first-year guys?
They have a lot of energy. Usually I pick them up from 6. A little bit more trained. They've been through this before. At 5, it's their first go-around. Most of them, it's the first time they've played anything. So I think it was a little bit of a shock for a lot of people. But once we got going, I'm very proud of it.
It's Texas football. It's expected, right? So as 5U kids, what has been the biggest challenge for you as a coach to get them to kind of understand about this game?
Just to dial it down and play together. I think, they have so much energy right now, trying to get them to understand that we all have an assignment and to do that. So.
Cool. Do you wish you were out there with them?
No.
I do. Hey,
no.
Thanks, Coach, man.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck. We've got Coach for the Gators here, 5U championship. This is their first year as a football team and playing football. What has been the biggest challenge for you as a coach teaching these guys this game?
Biggest challenge is probably just, having respect for the game and, good sportsmanship. I mean, 5 years old, they're kind of goofy, so just got to keep them wrangled in and keep them with one direction, one goal in mind, and that's right here today.
That's awesome. We love it. They look like they're ready.
They are. They're absolutely ready. It's one more game left. Time to win a big one.
Right on, man. Well, good luck, Coach.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FISD Memorial Stadium in Frisco. It's the Frisco Football League Championship Saturday, and we're ready to kick off the 5-year-old division flag championship between the Gators and the Bombers. I'm Alan Petty, and with me today is the coach, Matt Wargel. And Coach, let's first talk about the visiting team, the Gators. They were 7-1 in the regular season, #1 in total offense, #1 in total defense. What do you expect to see from them today?
So this Gators team, led by Patrick Shiree, has really been a really good team this year. They stay home, which is a key in the flag division. It's all about watching for the big play, and defensively the Gators have stopped that. Now on offense, they've also been able to hit the big play with the work of their offensive line. They're a really good team. They got multiple weapons, and I expect to see some points put on the board by the Gators.
Now let's talk about the home team, the Bombers. Now, despite a 4-4 record, they still managed to make the championship game, led by a little spark plug named Josiah Fuchsa. What can you tell us about the Bombers?
Well, so the Bombers, although being 4-4, they did finish second in offensive and defensive categories behind only the Gators. So this team is a really good team. As you said, Mr. Fuchsa, little Saya, he makes good cutbacks, and the kid's got some wheels to him. But that's all possible made by the offensive line, which I've been really impressed with, because they've been able to block downfield and stay on their blocks. I expect to see a real competitive game, and I think it's going to be who has the ball last is the winner of this game.
It's a beautiful, cool mid-November Saturday here in Frisco at Memorial Stadium for the 5-year-old flag championship between the Gators and the Bombers. And we're just about ready for the national anthem. The coin toss has already happened between the teams. The Bombers will be wearing their all-red jerseys with the white numerals, and the Gators will be in their orange pants, royal blue jerseys with the white numerals.
And Alan, did you see what they brought out today? They've got the little do-rags going with the gator on top.
They've got the Dion do-rags.
They do. They look like they came right out of Florida with the 2-1 primetime leading the way for them.
Now, Coach, you're well versed in this, being a FFL championship coach yourself. it's probably pretty amazing to see when these boys first begin. Most of their exposure to football has been playing catch with dad or what they see on TV. But by the end of the season, they know basic play calls, they know basic formations. You know, it's got to be pretty impressive to watch them come along the way they do.
It is. You know, the fun thing about it, like you said, is a lot of these guys, they're either the older brother or it's their first exposure to football. And to watch them go from day one, which this year was in August, you know, the second Saturday in August, I think the 13th this year was the first day of practice, to here we are on November 17th, you know, on a nice brisk morning, and these kids have grown over the last 4 months. Like I like to tell these parents when they sign up for this league, this is not like some of the other guys. It's 3 and 4 nights a week these kids are out there, and it's an hour and a half, 2-hour practices. So not only the kids got to keep their focus, they also got to learn about football. And I don't think there's a better sport in the world, and I really love what the FFL does with the kids.
Well, like you say, this has been a long journey here for both of these teams. Practices start in 100-degree weather in mid-August, and here we are ending with a 40-degree kickoff here at 9 a.m. at Memorial Stadium, and it's a long journey for both the coaches and the players.
It is, and you know, this year we had a little bit of a different year because we had a couple games that were played in the rain, a couple games played in sub-30-degree temperatures, which typically that's not the case here in Dallas, as we know. It's always about 85 degrees in perfect conditions, but these kids have weathered through it. You know, not only, especially with these 5-year-olds, not only are they playing their first year of football, they're also going to kindergarten for the first time and actually having to do some work. And look, we all know they're not bringing home too much more than coloring books to do for their homework, but they have to learn how to manage their time.
Right. Still waiting for the officials to get us ready here for kick.
Yeah, I think we're experiencing what they call those technical gremlins are running through downstairs on the microphone.
Still waiting for the anthem to be played. 6-minute quarters here for
yeah,
the
you know, and
flag
I think
championship.
that's something we need to tell them about here too, Alan, is different from regular football. With the flag leagues, there's no kicking. So they're going to get the ball on the 20-yard line to start off. It's an 80-yard field, and if they punt, it's a 30-yard change of possession, and they can't, there's no kicking or punting to get going there.
Right. Well, let's talk about the teams a little bit. For the Bombers, they run a shotgun and pistol formation, which is much different from what most flag teams at 5 years old run.
Yeah, that's a real shock to see a kid able to snap a ball, you know, at 2 or 3 yards on a dime like these Bombers have done all year long out of the shotgun set. My son's a center himself, and it's been it's hard enough with him as a 9-year-old to hit a shotgun snap. To see it out of a 5-year-old, it's very, very difficult.
And for the Gators, their offense, they rotate between a split back, a single wing, and a power I, which is your more traditional, probably, offense for this age.
Yeah, typically what you see out of the 5-year-old, 6-year-old flag leagues is you're going to see these guys in a split back set. You know, like I said earlier, it's all about the big play. So they're going to hit the middle, or they're going to hit the sweep, a lot of play action. But I think what the Bombers do with that shotgun, it makes it difficult for them to, a lot of teams to see, because it's something they see once a year, kind of like the old spread was when the Oilers were running that against everybody else in a traditional 2-back set.
And as far as defenses go for the Gators, they run a 4-4 and a 6-2, obviously depending on the formation. And
yeah. And that's the thing. Defense is normally set. You're going to look at a 4-4. These kids can't line up in what they call the A gap. So they've got to be outside, man up on the guards, or in the B gap, which is between the guard and the tackle. So you can't go inside. There's no blitz in the A gap. However, the running backs can hit the A gap. Quarterback cannot run the A gap, but you can give it to your backs. So you'll see a lot of big plays up the middle, and you'll see a lot of the sweep. That's basically what it is. As they like to say, there's about 4 play calls in flag: left, right, middle, maybe attempt to pass. That's about what you got.
And as far as the Bombers go, their defense, they started the year with a 2-5-1, but they eventually transitioned to a 4-4. Coach, why do you think that was?
Well, so on the 2-5-1, what they were basically doing is they were giving up the middle. So they put the guys out there on the end, and they played with 5 big linebackers trying to attack it. So what they ended up doing is that they went to that 4-4 where they're able to sit and play it. They're not on us. They've got to have an announcer. We're just for the video.
Yeah, we're for video. You're next door.
Yeah. So with the 4-4, what you're able to do is you're able to hit those gaps in the middle. We traditionally ran, when we played flag with our squads, we ran a 4-4 or 4-3-1, and that tries to stop against the big hitter.
Kickoff still delayed here a little bit by some, as the coach said, technical gremlins. But it looks like the referees are going to go ahead and try to get this started here. And the players will go ahead and march out on the field.
Very good. Announcers doing the deal. We're not live.
The fans are getting geared up.
Well, the thing is that
It's the Gators and the Bombers. 5-year-old Flag Division Championship Saturday for the Frisco Football League. It looks like the Gators will have the ball first. Taking over at their own 30-yard line. They'll be moving from west to east.
Yeah, this is the thing with flag is that it is an advantage to have the ball first. As we said, we're dealing with 5-year-olds. So, you know, you hit a big hitter here quick, it could get the spirits down a little bit. However, as we talked earlier, both these teams have got really good defenses, really good offenses. I expect a shootout out of them.
Now, as far as if you're the coach, what can you tell your kids right now? They're playing on a big field like they haven't played on all year. You know, what can you do to get them prepared to get ready?
Well, you know, not to be cliche, but it's almost the old Hoosiers adage where you walk out and you measure and say, hey, look, the goal's 10 feet. Here you tell them it's 80 feet, it's 80 yards, 54 yards wide. And just because it's got the big F on the middle of it and the big stands around, it's still a football field.
So the referee gives the signal, and we're ready to go with the first play from scrimmage. The Gators on offense. Fumble on the play, which will automatically be called down by the referees.
That's right. In the flag league, there are no fumbles. Now, you can intercept a pass and take that back, but the ball is dead the minute it hits the ground in the flag.
That's a loss of 1, so it's going to be 2nd down and 11 for the Gators at their own 29-yard line.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm really digging these lids that these Gators are wearing. That's pretty cool.
The do-rags are sweet. The Bombers in their all red. And here come the Gators on their 2nd down and 11 play.
Looks like they're in an overload here to the right side.
We've got a handoff.
Ooh!
Missed tackle in the backfield, but he's up to the 34, the 35, and gang tackled literally there.
That's Big Jones. Nice pull there by the defensive end.
Number 13, Christian Jones, makes the tackle.
Looks like he might have taken a little cleat to the mouth. He's holding that jaw a little bit, but he'll be all right.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 yards to go now for the Gators.
Gators, if you see here, Alan, what they're doing is they're lining up their offensive line right away. They're going to try and go a little bit of a hurry up. What you can do is that the coach on the defensive and offensive side can talk until the quarterback puts his hands under center. So you'll notice there that the defensive coach of the Bombers, he's walking around positioning kids, telling them what they've got. Now they break the huddle, he's got to be quiet.
So at 3rd down and 4 play, and flag before the play.
Looks like that right guard,
Oh, we're going to have offsides on the defense. And that should result in the 1st down.
Watch the ball.
So the 5-yard mark-off is going to give the Gators an automatic 1st down.
Yeah, that was a interesting play. I thought we had both sides moving, but they went against the defense there.
So the ball now up to the 42-yard line for the Gators. 4:25 left to go here in the first quarter. No score. 5-year-old Flag Division Championship between the Gators and the Bombers. This is the first possession for the Gators.
They got this. They're going empty back. They got the 2-wing set here.
And a little reverse coming right up to the 45, the 50, and he's got nothing but clear sailing to the 25, 20, the 10, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Gators. Bryce Outman, number 99.
They went with the old double reverse. That's hard to defend when you got 11 on the field, much less when you got 8.
58 yards on the reverse, touchdown Gators. And with 3:55 left to go in the first, we've got our first score. It's 6-0.
That was a sweet little play. They got the handoff heading back to the left side, brought it back to Ottman on the right for a nice touchdown.
And he turned on the Jets, and it was all over after that.
Yeah, you saw, that's the whole thing with this flag. If you get that misdirection, that defensive end for the Bombers dove down, and there was nobody left home.
Now the extra point attempt here ready for the Gators. And we got whistles and a flag before the play. And we're going to have false start on the Gators.
So false start, any penalty exactly in the flag league results in a no good if it's on the offense. Holding, false start, anything, the play is immediately dead. So now we're going to be sitting at 6-0.
So with the extra point no good, 3:55 left to go in the first quarter, and the Gators lead the Bombers 6-0. So now, Coach, if you're the head coach of the Bombers, what do you tell your boys going into their first possession?
Well, you know, the Bombers, they're playing with 12 kids, so most of their kids are going both ways today, and they've got to tell them, now we regroup, we're going to go out here, we're going to get it back.
So the Bombers offense out on the field, ready to go. First down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. They're going to be moving from east to west here in the first quarter.
So as we talked about earlier, you see Coach Fuchs getting his line set, and then he's got his backs. He's getting set up underneath there. Here we go.
A handoff up the middle. It's Fuchs. And a
nice
flag
pull.
Right off the bat.
Number 1 there, Zanega, came right down. See, what they tried to do is run like basically a middle trap. And that kid read it, and then it made a nice play.
Fuchs did manage a 4-yard gain on the play up to the 34-yard line. That's going to make it second down and 6 for the Bombers.
Coach Fuchs has gone full hurry up here, it looks like. As you can see, he's got his kids gathered almost in what they call the sugar huddle, right behind the line of scrimmage, getting the kids set.
Second down and 6 now for the Bombers. Coach Fuchs giving his last-second instructions. And that's an interesting twist on the flag game as the coach is out on the field.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, it's funny. You see that it will amp up the competition a little bit with the coaches out there.
Out of the shotgun, we've got a handoff and a flag down as the player falls down back at the 29.
Mr. Lyons fought through not only a hold, but he made a nice tackle as well there on the play.
And that is going to be holding on the offense. And the officials will mark that off.
You know, I've seen this all year with this Bombers team. They do hit the big play quite regularly. So being in 3rd and 17, that's not a problem for them.
It's going to be 3rd and long for the Bombers, as you said, back at their own 21. 3:03 left now in the first quarter.
If you see here, Alan, they've made a change. They've put Fuchs now at quarterback rather than having him at that wide receiver spot.
3rd and 17, Coach. What do you run here?
I think you load it up and he goes wide right or left. It looks like here he's setting up for a sweep right. They're going to try and get their 2 backs out there in front on number 1 to lead for old little Saya here. Now we got a shift.
Little motion there. Fuchs out of the gun, and he's going to do exactly what you said. Coming left, up the sideline, cross the 30, 35, 40, and his flag is pulled at the 37-yard line.
Nice play there by 6. He was the last man, Valdez, and he made a heck of a pull.
Ethan Valdez there on the tackle, and he saves what was probably going to be a first down by Fuchs right there.
If not a touchdown. That kid was sailing, wasn't he?
And so we're looking at about a 4th down and 3 now for the Bombers.
So this is a big choice by Coach Fuchs. He can either go for it, and if he doesn't get it, he turn the ball over there, basically giving him a 30-yard field, or he can't punt, and he'll get a 30-yard gain.
And it looks like the Bombers have taken a timeout now, so Coach can talk it over with the what his options are. 2:17 left to go in the first. The Gators up 6-0 by virtue of their first possession score.
Looks like he's going to go. He's setting up for an offensive play here.
So it's going to be 4th down and short, about 3 yards for the Bombers. And now we have an official's timeout. As the refs discuss what's happening on the field.
You know, it's interesting with the flag guys. A lot of the guys that are flag coaches, they also coach tackle teams. So, you know, I've done that in the past. You talk about a break, having to go from tackling to going to flag. It's an interesting little deal these guys are dealing with.
Right. So, all right, Coach, it's a 4th down and 3. If you're the Gators with a lead early, what are you telling your defense?
Stay home. You know, don't give up the home run. Stay home. Make sure if they're going to get a first down, that's all they get. Don't give up the home run here.
So here we go, 4th down and 3 now for the Bombers. They're at their own 37-yard line, trying to keep their first drive alive as the clock ticks, 1:40 and counting here in the first quarter.
Well, you know, I think what Coach Fuchs is thinking here, 6-minute quarters, this thing goes quick. Let's use every drive we can.
Josiah Fuchs out of the shotgun. Some motion going for the Bombers. He gets the snap, and he's coming left. He's got the 40. He's got the first down.
They're going to mark him short?
No. He makes the 41, which is going to be a first down. But a nice tackle on the play by the Gators.
You know what? Both teams did a really nice job there. I don't know if you saw that or not, but number one for the Bombers, Jaden Carter, had a nice cut-down block to let Fuchsa get wide. He put his foot in the ground, cut it back, but those Gators were flowing. Six made a nice tackle there.
Ethan Valdez there on the tackle for the Gators, but that is a first down for the Bombers, and they will move the chains up to their own 41-yard line.
Man, that showed some guts right there for Coach Fuchs, taking on 4th and 3 on your own end.
We're under a minute and counting here left in the first quarter. Fuchs out of the gun. Will get the ball, starts up the middle, cuts left to the 45, and he will be tackled there at about the 47-yard line.
Again, Josiah came to that side. You saw Carter with a nice block down, let him get loose, get some yards.
Number 99, Bryce Outman, makes the tackle there for the Gators. That's a good gain of 7 yards, though, on first down. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 now for the Bombers.
And here's Fuchs going back to that hurry up. He's got his line set where it basically tells the D coordinator he's got to be ready to go at any time. And with going out of that shotgun, you're not getting the privilege of seeing the quarterback walk up and put his hands down. The minute that QB gets set in that shotgun, they got to be quiet on both sides.
2nd down and 3. Last second instructions there by Coach Fuchsa. Handoff out of the gun, straight up the middle. And he's going to get to the 49-yard line for the Bombers. That was Jaden Carter on the carry, and that is the end of the first quarter. A quick first quarter with the Gators leading 6-0 over the Bombers here in the 5-year-old Division Flag Championship on Championship Saturday for the Frisco Football League.
You know, I was really impressed with both teams there on their initial drives. The Gators obviously had the big hitter on the double reverse. But what you're seeing out of the Bombers is that they're going to work the clock a little bit. They understand that this Gator team can score, and they scored a lot of points this year, averaging 25 a game and only giving up 5. So they're going to take their time, although, as we've been talking about, he's looking like he's in a hurry up. He is milking that clock, just causing that D coordinator to have to be quiet a little bit earlier.
Now, as you said, the Gators #1 in total defense this year. They only allowed 44 points all season. So
that's something else. I'll tell you, a couple years ago, I had the #1 ranked defense with our flag team, and we gave up 96. So that tells you how good that defense really is.
An impressive feat as the Bombers will take over now, moving west to east for the first play of the second quarter. They're going to have 3rd down and about 4 here at their own 47-yard line. Another 3rd down conversion here, trying to keep this drive alive on their first possession. Fuchs gets the snap out of the shotgun, being pursued by several Gators, but he makes the right corner. And he's tackled down at the 45-yard line. Number 6 for the Gators with a nice grab on the flag. That's Ethan Valdez.
I'm telling you what, Coach Shiree over there, he told Mr. Valdez, you're going to spy 23 all day long. Wherever he goes, you go. And the kid's up to the challenge right now.
But another first down for the Bombers as they will move the chains, and they're down to the Gators just outside their 45-yard line.
I'm telling you, it did play in, but the thing we need to be watching over there is on that right end, that Gator defensive end on the right side, man, does he get up on the ball. He was in the backfield for that ball was snapped.
A patient clock-milking drive here by the Bombers right now.
That is. It's interesting. As we talked about, 6-minute quarters, basically the clock runs unless you're out of bounds or there's a penalty. And so, using the clock is a big part of this game.
Ball possession is precious for this age. And a fumble of the snap on 2nd down, and the referees will blow that dead.
That's where you talk about that shotgun snap. As good as it is to run it, where you get a little bit of room to start, the bad side of that is you drop it, you lose 3 or 4 yards.
And that is a loss of 3, so it's going to be 2nd down and 13 for the Bombers back at the Gator 49. 5 minutes and counting now left to go in the first half. We're still in the first possession here for the Bombers.
Coach Fuchs, as we talked about in the pregame here, he utilizes the pistol and this shotgun. And right now he's going to go empty set, and he does a lot of motion. I like this offense.
Fuchs out of the gun will get the snap and take it straight up the middle. Across the 40, he tackled back at the 41-yard line. Valdez once again makes the tackle.
I'm telling you, that kid Valdez, he's something else. He's everywhere.
Marked up at the 41-yard line. So this is going to bring down another third down for the Bombers. 3rd down and 5. They need to get to the Gator 36-yard line to keep this drive alive.
You think about this here, Alan. They've had the ball now for basically about 4.5 minutes in the first quarter. They're already at 2 minutes of holding the ball here in the second quarter. I mean, we're at 4 minutes to go in the first half, and we've had one drive each.
So here we go. 3rd down and a flag right as the play develops, and we're going to have false start.
And see, that's the thing with the flag game here. No different really than with the tackle game. But 5 yards on these flag guys, it doesn't mean as much as it does with the tackle because of, you got 8 kids on each side. You hit the corner and you're gone type thing.
But this does make it 3rd down and 10, so do you change your play call?
Yeah, I think Coach is going to change it up here a little bit. Definitely, Rarity, we saw him go under center. I think he's going to go back to his shotgun. That seems to be where they operate the best.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Bombers. They're at the Gator 46-yard line. We're down to 3:34 and counting left to go in the first half. It's Fuchs that gets the snap under center. He's coming right, and he will be tackled in the backfield at the 50-yard line. Number 1, Kenneth Zuniga does it again.
Man, that kid, he came out. He didn't bite on the fake. He fought through the block, made a heck of a flag pull. Now we got 4th and 15.
At midfield for the Bombers, and what will they do here?
Well, Coach Fuchs has been known to throw the ball a little bit, and really in the flag game, that's not something you see often. I would not be shocked to see him throw a little out route here to his tight end and see what he can do with the ball that way.
We're under 3 minutes in the first half. Gators still lead the Bombers 6-0. This is still the Bombers' first possession. The clock milking down fast here in the first half.
He's going to go empty set, wide left.
Fuchs it back in the gun. We'll do a little shovel flat screen pass out to the flat. He's got the corner out to the 50, but he will be gang tackled there. They're still going, still fighting. Now, where will they mark him out at?
Ooh, only a pickup of 5, but I like that play call. Nice little shuttle pass. Get the kid to the corner. Obviously, they're all keying on 23, and that allowed to get a couple of more yards.
That was Landry Pazowski on the carry. He gets up to the 46 before they mark him out of bounds, and that will go over on downs. A big turnover on down for the Gators after the Bombers had the ball for all that time.
Well, and so here's the thing. I think if you're the Bomber staff, what you're telling your defense, let's hold them here. Maybe get into the half at 6-0. You're getting the ball to start. That's what you want to look for. If you're the Gators, Coach Shiree, he's out here saying, hey, we're going to punch it in right now, make it 12, 13, 14-0, and really put the Bombers in a hole.
2:31 left to go here in the first half, and the Gators with great field position here at their own 46-yard line. Split backfield, a flag on the play, and they'll blow it dead. And we're going to have, they signal a penalty on the defense, but they blew the flag. They blew the play dead. And let's see what they call here.
I think they're going to get Mr. Caleb Rader there, who was the kid that pulled the flag on maybe an A-gap infraction because he was shot out of a cannon through that line.
And that is going to be a penalty on the defense, which is going to move it up to midfield and give the Gators a short first down. Now, this Gators team led the 5-year-old division with 201 points scored all season. That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. That's a lot of points. As we talked about, especially when you've got such short periods, that's basically scoring 4 touchdowns a game. That's pretty impressive.
So first down at about, we'll say 6 here for the Gators at midfield, and a handoff up the middle. And he's going to be tackled down at the 47-yard line by the Gators defense. And that's going to bring up about 3rd down and 3 for the Gators.
That was little Sia Fuchsa there making that play from the safety spot. Stepped right up in there on that dive up the middle. As we talked about, you can't hit that A-gap, and that's always a nice spot because everybody's trying to defend the outside. You hit the middle, get some good yardage there for the Gators.
We're down to 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Gators with the ball, already leading 6-0 over the Bombers. And let's see what play call they come up here with on 3rd down and 3.
They got an overload.
He gets the snap from under center, but he is tackled in the backfield. Number 13, Christian Jones with a great play.
What a play by this kid, Christian Jones. Did you see how he just hit that B-gap, knew where it was going, followed, made a heck of a pull there in the backfield. That's a 5-yard loss there, Alan.
And so this sets up. The yard markers still say third down. Are we at third down?
Yeah, third down because we had the penalty there, so they got the first and 5 is what they're working with.
Third down and 7 now for the Gators. 1:18 and counting left to go on the first.
This is a big, big play here in this game, Alan.
Under center, the handoff to Outman. Going right, crosses the 50, the 45. He's got the first down, and he had to have a lot more. 30, 25 being pursued down, and he's going to take it all the way. No, they're going to call him down at the oh, it's a touchdown. He did make it all the way. Touchdown. Bryce Outman. What a great run right along the left side or right sideline, and the Gators have put up 6 more.
I'll tell you what, that kid made a heck of a run. He broke 3 flagpoles. Can't call them tackles. 3 flagpoles there at about the 40-yard line that would have stopped him short of the first down. And once he hit that corner, he turned on the Jets, and it was a 6.
And as we talked about, as precious as these possessions are, another score right before the half, that's big for the Gators.
That is big, but let me tell you something. Last week, this Bomber team was down 19-6 at the half, and they came storming back to win the game in overtime, 25-19. It can be done.
So we're ready for the point after play here for the Gators. See what they dial up here. Under center, and he's going to be
Christian Jones.
Christian Jones again with the tackle.
That kid, he is on fire hitting that B gap. I really like what he's done in the first half.
Ethan Downham on the carry there, quarterback for the Gators. So the extra point attempt is no good, and we got 56 seconds left to go in the first half. And the Gators now up 12-0 on the Bombers here in the 5-year-old Flag Division Championship on Championship Saturday for the Frisco Football League.
Well, just like we talked about when the Bombers turned the ball over earlier, now the Gators scored, so it's 12-0. If the Bombers can go punch one in here with less than a minute to go, they're going to get the ball to start the second half. This is where it gets interesting. They can score here, they're right back in this game.
The Gators offense averaging 25 points a game, so they're almost right at their season average for a half.
They are, and if you look at their points against, they give up 6, so they're staying on that total 2.
So here we go, the Bombers' second possession. First down and 10 from their 30. And it's Fuchs up the middle. And a flag pulled down at the 37-yard line.
That was that kid 6 again. That kid Valdez, he's everywhere right now.
He's been a flag pulling machine here in the first half.
I'm telling you, halftime, Coach Fuchs needs to find somebody to put a hat on that kid because that's about 3 touchdowns he saved there out of Fuchs' hands.
It's going to be a gain of 7 there on first down. Brings up second down and 3 now for the Bombers with 49 seconds left. The clock stopped here in the first half. And the Gators up 12-0.
You can see here this Gator defense, they've got their end on the wide side of the field. They're getting him way outside, causing basically they're going to have to get a back to block what is their defensive end. Their corner's way wide. That way, if they do get loose, they've got a guy out there in protection.
So what are you going to dial up here, Coach, on second down and 3 to keep this drive alive?
I think we're talking sweep wide side.
A bunch formation, a flag down on the play. And it's going to be
defensive offsides.
Another defensive penalty here.
My man D down there, the referee, he made the wrong signal, but he's going to mark it off the right way.
So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the defense, and that is going to give the Bombers an automatic first down with 45 seconds left, and that's going to put them up at their own 42-yard line.
Now, this might be the time where you dial up the pass. You got a first down, 45 seconds, 2 timeouts left. You might try and throw a little out route here so you can get behind the defense, take it to the house.
Down by 2 scores, you'd really like to get something here before you go into halftime.
Yeah, you got to get a score if you're the Bombers.
Another bunch formation. Here's the carry out to the left, and he's going to be tackled out there at the 49-yard line once again. It's Landry Pazowski on the carry, but it's going to be Ethan Valdez again for the Gators making another flag pull.
I'm telling you, I'm really liking what the Bombers are doing here. Everybody's keying on Fuchs. The last couple big plays they've had, they've kept the ball with Pazowski. He's picked up some nice yards. But again, like you said, that Gator defense is just swarming.
Now this is going to bring up second down on a short 2. 36 seconds left for the Bombers, and they're just at the 49-yard line of the Gators. And let's see what Coach Fuchs dials up here with time running short here in the first half.
You're Coach Shiree. You're saying tick, tick, tick. Let that clock get out.
And we've got a pass. It's Brzezowski. He's got Fuchsa right up the middle, and he's going to go to the 30, 25, 20. He's being pursued. Can the Gator catch him? And he is not. Touchdown, Bombers.
That's what we just talked about there, the nice little pass play. Maybe catch that Gator defense. You know, they're very aggressive. They're swarming up the middle. Brzezowski went right over the top, hit Fuchsa, 50-yard touchdown pass. Nice play.
What a great pass by number 7, Landry Brzezowski for the Bombers. And Josiah Fuchsa gets the pass, makes the catch, and does the rest himself. Streaks into the end zone with 24 seconds left in the first half. And that cuts the Gators' lead to 12-6, and they can cut it more right here.
That's right. So in the game here at the FFL, if you kick it or you throw it for a forward pass, you get 2 points, 1 point for the run-in. Be interesting to see if Coach Fuchsa tries to hit that pass, get 2 points here, cut it to 4.
And we should also mention that the end zones are marked at the 10-yard line.
Yes, correct. Because of the 80-yard field for flag, you know, it might look a little odd there on your TV screen, but this is how we do it since we're here in the Big Boy Stadium today. And
so we'll see what Coach Joshua Fuchsa for the Bombers dials up here on an extra point attempt. See if he goes for a 12-7 or a 12-8.
Now, we talked about it earlier. Gators going to get the ball back. They might have a chance to open this lead back up.
So here we go. We got Fuchsa back in the gun at quarterback. Couple of receivers split out to the right, and we're going to have a flag. It's going to be false start on the Bombers, and that is going to kill the extra point attempt.
Yeah, like we talked about. So we've seen 3 touchdowns and only 1 extra point get off because of the penalties.
24 seconds left here in the first half. The Gators lead the Bombers 12-6. It's the 5-year-old flag championship for the Frisco Football League on a beautiful, clear, and brisk mid-November morning here at FISD Memorial Stadium in Frisco. And we're just about ready to see the Gators offense come back on the field and see what they can do with 24 seconds left.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Ottman, number 99, he's had 2 big plays, 24 seconds, more than enough time for him to get loose and maybe push this back up to 12.
So what are you calling here, Coach? Are you going to go conservative, or are you going to make a play call and try to score?
You know, I think I'm going that double reverse, hit that again. That looked like a nice play earlier because that relies on these kids being aggressive but yet staying home. And, you know, so far that's been a real nice play for that Gator offense. I'm going to hit that double reverse to Ottman again.
So here come the Gators. We'll see what they do. 24 seconds left to go in the first half. It's a handoff up the middle, and we've got flags and whistles. And we're going to have a false start on the Gators. That'll knock them back 5.
See, the thing there, though, they lost 4 precious seconds because of the false start, and the clock did start on the play call.
So we're down to 20 seconds left in the first half. And now what do you do, Coach? You still go with your regular play call?
Well, I'm gonna stick with the regular play call. I'm not going to try and throw the ball from the Gators here. The Bombers still do have 2 timeouts. And, you know, now you're virtually at your own 15-yard line. Even if you punted it, you know, because now you got you're first and 15. Get a couple stops. You don't want to throw it, get an incomplete, stop the clock. And you really don't want a turnover, same thing. Clock would stop.
So Coach Patrick Shirey out there trying to dial up something good for his offense. And here they come, ready to run a first down and 15 with 20 seconds left. They're at their own 25-yard line. And we got a short run up the middle. In fact, it'll be for no gain.
That was a nice little play there. He overloaded everything to the left, came back with Ottman on a trap to the right. Looked like he could have gone for some big yards. Nice play by the Bombers.
And number 5, Caleb Rader there makes the tackle for the Bombers as the clock stops with 11 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like the Gators wanted to try and get one more play off. They used one of their timeouts. So they're going to try here on second about 15 to see what they can do.
11 seconds left to go in the first half. Gators leading the Bombers 12-6, and the Bombers would love to make a stop here.
Yeah, you know, I think that's the thing. If you're Coach Fuchsa and the Bomber staff, you're out there telling these guys, boys, we need to stop. We get to stop here. We're going to get the ball back, start the second half, make this a game. If you're Coach Shirey and the Gator staff, you're saying, get me a little seam, let me hit one big here, kind of break their hearts right before the half.
So here we go. The Gators make their call. It's going to be second down and 15 from their 25-yard line. We're going to have a handoff up the middle. But a nice tackle there for the Bombers. Number 7, Landry Pazowski.
That was a nice pull by the man, Pazowski. They hit him right in the middle. He stayed home and made a nice pull.
Up to the 29-yard line for the Gators, and the clock has stopped with 4 seconds left to go in the first half. It's going to be 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, this is going to be the last play of the half. And Gators going to see if they can't get a little magic here and hit one right before the horn goes off.
So you're going to run reverse, you're going to run a sweep, you're going to try to throw the ball?
Well, you know, I think the last couple plays here, they've hit this little trap back inside, and they've had this guy lined up out here on the wing. Now, I know, you know, Ottman's their big play guy, but maybe you hit that reverse because everybody is collapsing down with the inside play they've ran the last couple plays.
So we'll see what the Gators have dialed up here for the final play, most likely the final play of the first half. On a 3rd down and 11 from their own 29. Otten with the ball, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. Number 13, Christian Jones for the Bomber. Great play.
I tell you what, man, this Bomber defense has been led by this kid, Christian Jones, today. He has made 3 big pulls in the backfield. And I don't know if you saw after they scored, he did a little dance for us too. So the kid's a good player all the way around.
A great play there by Christian Jones, and that is going to do it for the first half of play as the clock sounds. And we are at halftime now at the 5-year-old Flag Division Championship. And our score is the Gators 12 and the Bombers 6. Did you see anything in the first half, Coach, that surprised you at all?
Well, you know, we talked about in the pregame and all during the first half that a lot of times in the Flag League, it is about the big play. Now, the Bombers had a nice long drive, resulted in nothing. Both teams had 3 big plays for the touchdowns in the first half. The Bombers on a 50-yard touchdown pass. The Gators had a 52-yard touchdown run and then about a 40-yard touchdown run on 3rd and long. So that was a big play in the half. I think what we're going to see second half is more big plays, yet we're also going to see these defenses really dial in.
Now, you mentioned the 50-yard touchdown pass there by the Bombers. Now, they average between 2 and 4 passes a game, which is pretty extraordinary for this age group and probably the most in the league.
Oh, by far. And to be honest with you, that's probably more than most 9, 10, 11-year-old teams average throwing in the game.
All right.
It's really a feat. Not only are you getting 5-year-olds to make a big play, you're asking them to take a handoff, find an open man, throw it, make the completion, then turn and run. I'll tell you a funny story. Earlier this year, Coach Fuchs was telling me they had an extra point going in a game to win, and they got a pass to the tight end who got down to the goal line. He was about 2 feet short of the goal line. He caught the ball. He ran the opposite way.
Wow.
So he played a little bit of Alan Page on himself there, went the other way for actually their own team pulled the flag, so it wasn't a safety on it. But, you know, so that's the thing with these kids. They're 5 years old. You're asking them to do a lot, first-year football, and then you throw the passing game in. I've been real impressed with that from the Bombers this year.
We're in halftime at FISD Memorial Stadium in Frisco. It's the Gators 12 and the Bombers 6.
We got some cheerleaders out there for the Gators going, and they are, you know, it's fun to watch these little girls. They put in as much work as our football players do. They're practicing 2 and 3 times a week. They're going through their routines. They're learning dance moves. They're learning to cheer. And, you know, rain, sun, shine. We haven't had any snow yet, maybe later today. Rain, snow, shine. These kids are out there in their little jackets, and they're dancing around for the kids, leading the fans. I love to watch these cheerleaders go, too.
Winning is not a sometime thing, it's an all-the-time thing. You don't win once in a while, and you don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time. Winning is a habit. You gotta play with your heart, with every ounce of fiber in your body. I've never known a man worth his salt who deep down in his heart didn't appreciate the grind, the discipline, and to win, and to win, and to win. It is and always has been an American seal, and that's to be first, regardless of what we do. There's no room for second place. There's only one place, and that's first place. I finished second twice in my time, and I don't ever want to finish second again. But I firmly hold that a man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment to anything he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lays exhausted on the field of battle, victorious.
All right, we're ready for the second half of play here at FISD Memorial Stadium in Frisco. It's the 5-year-old Flag Division Championship for the Frisco Football League. It's the Bombers and the Gators. Gators leading 12-6 as we start the third quarter. The Bombers will have the ball first. First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line. And we'll see what the Bombers can dial up right here and try to even the game up. Fuchs will hand off. That's number 2, Landon Jones, and he's going to make the left outside corner up to the 35 and literally taken down at the 36, and that's going to draw a flag.
I think what we're going to see there, Alan, is a tackle. And a tackle here in the flag league is looked at like a personal foul for the older kids.
It looks like they're going to call, the official call will be defensive holding is what the referee signals.
So that'll be 10 instead of 15. You know, I'm real impressed on that play there that the Bombers ran. Mr. Jones went way deep. You saw what happened there. That caused that Gator defense, as aggressive they are, to get up the field. He hit the corner. Nice little gain there for the kid.
So they'll tack on 10 yards after the penalty to the 5-yard gain, and that's going to move the Bombers up to decent field position up at their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's a quick hitter right there. You know, you hit that big play, you get some field position change, can cause the game to look a little different.
The Fuchs are back at quarterback in the shotgun. And the flag is down. We're going to false start.
Give them back 5 of the 10 you got. Make a change for them, it looks like, you know?
And that's going to pick up first down and 15 now, back at the 40 for the Bombers. With the clock rolling now at 5:28 and counting here in the third quarter. 6-minute quarters here in this game. So the possessions, as we said, they're at a premium, and you have to make the most of it.
Yeah, we basically ran one play here in the first half, or second half, apologize there, and we're already at 5:10. So the clock does move quick on you.
First down and 15 for the Bombers. Quarterback is Fuchsa in the gun. And he's going to start left, go right. He is pursued in the backfield, and what a tackle in the backfield for the Gators. Number 99, Bryce Outman.
Man, that kid is everywhere.
Chases Fuchsa down for the big loss.
Well, you know what? Them Gators decided to give him the 5 back. So no play. We're right back to having first and 10. And we're going to get the, they're going to get a little bit different play there. That's a huge play for the Bombers, a huge advantage there, because that Gator D, they stopped it for about another 7-yard loss.
A huge break, as you said, for the Bombers, and what a disappointment there for number 99, Bryce Outman, who made a great play in the backfield. Man, once again here on first down, we're going to have another flag. It's going to be false start again on the Bombers.
Man, we are just playing 5 yards against 5 yards. Take it, give it, take it, give it.
We're just going to trade off field position between the 40 and 45 here until somebody gives. 4:42 on the clock here in the third quarter. This is the first possession for the Bombers. 12-6 Gators leading here in the 5-year-old Flag Division Championship on Championship Saturday here at FISD Memorial in Frisco for the Frisco Football League.
The Bombers going with what looks like an overload here to the left.
Fuchsa will get the direct snap, and he's going to head left, but he's going to be tackled down there at the 45-yard line. Number 5, TJ Walgreen.
I'll tell you what, Alan, I'm just happy we got a playoff. I mean, we had about 10 flags there in a row, back and forth. We finally got a playoff, and he got his 5 yards back, so it's 5, 5, 5, and 5.
We are back to the 45-yard line. That's going to be second down and 10 for the Bombers. We're under 4 minutes here in the third quarter. 12-6 Gators, so the Bombers need to pull out something here to try to even this game up with the clock ticking down.
Yeah, you know, we hate to harp on this, but that clock just keeps ticking away. And you want to get a nice play, but as we talked about, this Gator team averages 25 a game. So you've got to kind of shorten it if you're the Bombers.
Fuchs out of the shotgun, pursuit in the backfield. He's going to try to head right. Now he cuts back up the middle. And he's going to be tackled down at the 45. No gain. And that is going to be number 8 for the Gators, Austin Rodriguez with the flagpole.
Nice play. If you saw what happened, Fuchs made a heck of a play to get outside, but my man Ottman, number 99, sitting there waiting on him, forced him on the cutback. The Gators pursued. 8 makes a big touchdown.
So here's a big 3rd down and 10 now for the Bombers. They're at their own 45-yard line, trailing by a score. What do you do, Coach, right here if you're Joshua Fuchs, a coach for the Bombers? What do you pull out?
Well, you know, I like that pass play they hit earlier. Maybe that's the way you go, or you got to do a little bit of misdirection. You got to get away from Ottman. Ottman's everywhere on the field today.
Watch the ball, offensive line.
So as we said, 3rd down and 10 now for the Bombers at the 45-yard line. Under center, here's the snap, and the quarterback is going to head to the right. He's pursued, and he's going to be marked out at the 43. That's actually going to be a loss of 2 yards.
Again, that was a heck of a play by that Gator defense. They're just flowing to the ball. You got Rodriguez, you got Ottman cutting it off, forcing the cutback. In that case, he went out of bounds.
Quarterback Landry Pazowski running as fast as he could up the sideline, but eventually ran out of real estate. And after a loss of 2, that's going to bring up 4th down and 12 for the Bombers. And they're back at their own 43-yard line. 2 minutes and counting now left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Looks like Coach Fuchs is looking for the big play here. He's not going to punt. He's going to go for it. He's got 1:50 left in the 3rd. He's going to hope for a big 12-yard gain or more. Looking actually to take him to the house.
You dial up a pass play here, Coach?
Oh, I don't know.
And they're not. They're going to do a direct snap right up the middle. And he's going to be tackled after a flagpole after a short gain of only 2 yards. And that's going to do it. For that possession, there's a flag on the play, but it looks like it's on the offense, and they're going to decline it. And the ball's going to go over on downs for the Gators.
Sorry about that, Alan. They got number 23 there, Mr. Fuchs, on a little bit of a flag guard, which is obviously something we don't see in the tackle game. That's where you put your hand down and try to maybe slap away the hand or hold your flag in place when you run through on a tackle.
If they would have accepted that penalty, what would the penalty be on that?
That is a loss of down and a 15-yard penalty, so that's not something you want to get if you're on the offensive side of the ball.
So a big turnover on downs for the Gators with 1:37 left to go in the 3rd quarter, already leading 12-6 over the Bombers. And so now, if you're the Gators coach, what is your mindset here going forward?
Well, I think what you're seeing here now is that you saw the Bombers, took 4.5 minutes off the clock. If you're the Gators, you want to look at this one of 2 ways. Either I'm going to hit the big play, or I'm going to try and milk this clock and do the Bombers what they're doing to me.
So the Gators with the ball, 1st down and 10 on the Bombers side of the field at the 45-yard line. Under center. And we've got a handoff here. We've got a flag pull, but they're going to go ahead and mark the handoff. It's number 6 for the Gators. Ethan Valdez up the left sideline. And is he going to take it? A diving flag pull by Lil Fuchsa at the 3-yard line. And he's going to save the touchdown for the Gators, but a big run for the Gators, and they're going to have it 1st and goal.
My man Valdez, it looked like the play was stopped in the backfield. He makes a heck of a play, keeps on running, and then Fuchsa comes out of nowhere with the diving flag pull at the 3-yard line. What a play on both sides of the ball there.
And a big play for the offense there for the Gators. And if you're the Bombers, you got to bear down right here.
You do right here. You got to get a stop. But I'm telling you what, that Gator offensive line, they are changing the line of scrimmage. They are forcing that Bomber team up the field, allowing their backs to have some room to work.
So the clock rolling here with 1:06 and counting left in the 3rd, and the Gators, if they put up another score here, the Bombers are going to be trekking uphill in the 4th quarter.
That's going to be a big thing. I think you're going to see the Gators continue to work this left side here.
1st down and goal, and a fumbled snap on 1st down is going to be blown dead.
Now, if you're on the Bomber side, you're liking that because it's a dead ball. You're going to get, now it's 2nd down, no gain there, actually a loss of yardage. So that's a big play here. Looks like Coach Shiree's just going to let him run the same play.
2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line now for the Gators. 30 seconds and counting left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Gators already up by a touchdown. Quarterback under center. Here's a handoff to Valdez and a flag pull. Number 13 for the Bombers, Christian Jones, makes another one.
So as good as Ottman's been on defense for the Gators, this kid Jones, he is everywhere. He's coming from the left defensive end, and he is just crashing down into that A-gap and making flag pulls. I don't think they've gotten away from him all day.
So that's a big stop. So it's going to be 3rd down and goal here for the Gators, and that is going to do it for the 3rd quarter. A quick 3rd quarter with our score, the Gators 12 and the Bombers 6. With the Gators knocking on the door, they're going to have 3rd down and goal on the Bombers' 3-yard line at the other end of the field when we pick it up here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, the Gators got to score. I mean, you can't get down that close and not punch one in. And if you're on the Bombers, you've got to dial up that defense. I'm telling you what, if I'm the Gators, I'm running as far away as I can from this kid, Christian Jones. He's been everywhere.
Now, as you said, as you mentioned earlier in the game, the Bombers last week were down big and came back. So you know that Coach Fuchs has got to be telling his team, keep your heads up and let's try to make a stop here and then get something rolling on offense.
You're exactly right. Coach Carter, who runs the defense for the Bombers, he's out there trying to get his kids fired up, tell them to stay home, don't go for the fakes, which is hard to do with 5-year-olds. Heck, it's hard to do with 18-year-olds. So we're going to try and get these kids to stay home. He's got to get 2 more stops here. If you're Coach Shiree, you're trying to dial up something a little bit outside, I think, because they've kind of hit the middle the last 2 plays.
So we're set up here for the 4th quarter, and it's going to be 3rd down and goal for the Gators at the Bombers' 3-yard line. It's the 5-year-old flag championship here on Championship Saturday at FISD Memorial Stadium in Frisco for the Frisco Football League. It's the Gators 12 and the Bombers 6, but the Gators trying to add on to that score. We got a handoff coming right, trying to out-juke the defenders. He's trying to make the cut. A flag goes down, and he is going to make it into the end zone. But we'll see what the flag is.
I think we're going to have a hold on the Gators.
And a holding on the Gators is going to negate the touchdown carry.
That's a huge play there, Allen, because that's a spot foul. So now we're going to have 3rd and goal from about the 15 or 16-yard line.
That was number 6, Ethan Valdez, on the carry there for the Gators. He made a nice run there to the outside and cut up for the touchdown score.
He did, as we talked about earlier with the Bombers in the first half, when they got Petzowski deep and then outside, same thing happened there for the Gators. And then Valdez get a little bit deeper, spread that defense out, then he hit the corner and was able to get in the end zone. Too bad we had a hold.
So with the penalty, this is going to be marked way back for the Gators. They're going to have 3rd down and goal, basically with 16 yards to get to the end zone.
I think here's where you dial up the reverse. Big play.
And they'll go with a handoff to Valdez, who will cut it out to the left sideline, and he's got some real estate. Can Fuchs get him? He will not. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, what a nice run there by my kid Valdez. He went way wide. They're able to get a block, cut it down inside, and the kid beat Fuchs into the corner. Nice play.
Touchdown, Gators, with 5:19 left to go in the 4th quarter, and they have added to their lead. Well, Coach, does it look like they're marking them down?
Well, oh, no. They're setting up there to go.
Oh, they're setting the extra point. They just hadn't changed the score on the scoreboard.
That's
there
right.
we go.
There we go.
18-6 now.
You know, you're Coach Fuchs and Coach Carter. You're telling these boys, we got to get a stop. We got 5.5 left. We can punch in 2 quick ones and be right back in this thing. You're the Gators. Get the score. Make it a nice 13-point game.
So the Gators here are trying to add some more points with the extra point attempt. Here's the snap. A big rush and a throw. Number 25 for the Gators, Julian Berg. The pass goes incomplete.
I don't know if you saw that. They were trying to throw to get the 2-point conversion, and Sean Cox, number 4 for the Bombers, read it, stayed right with his man, and actually, if he turned his head, he could have picked it off, taken it to the house for a safety.
So 5:18 left to go here in the 4th quarter, and the Gators now up by 2 scores, 18-6 on the Bombers. And the Bombers have to make some magic here quick if they're going to salvage this game out, Coach. What do you tell your players?
Well, so you tell the kids, we got to score quick. And now, almost this game is opposite where we've been all day. The Gators been trying to hit it fast, while the Bombers want to milk the clock. Now the Gator D wants to get some stops, cause the game to be extended, or actually, I'm sorry, shorten the game, where the Bombers, they're trying to work fast now.
So here's Coach Joshua Fuchs. Instructing his players on this first down call, 1st and 10 for the Bombers at their own 30-yard line. And here's a handoff and a tremendous stop in the backfield for the Gators.
Is that my man Rodriguez?
That is number 8, Austin Rodriguez, makes the stop there.
He has had a second half on the defensive side of the ball that has been unbelievable.
That is going to be a loss of 4 yards on first down, which is not what the Bombers needed. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 14 for the Bombers at their own 26. Clock ticking at 4:50 left to go in the first half. Now we get a quick snap here up the middle.
Coach Fuchs had tried to run a nice little quick one. The minute he walked off, he had him snap the ball, but maybe catch the Gators off, a little bit, not paying attention. And that middle of that defensive line for the Gators made a nice pull.
Now on the quick snap, they do manage to get 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 now for the Bombers. They're at their own 29-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Fuchs is going to get it. He's going to run right, but he's going to be stopped in the backfield.
I'm telling you right there, you saw something that if you're Coach Fuchs, you hate that you lost a yard on the play, but your running back went right in there and dropped his head a little bit and tried to make some contact, which is you're going to love when you're 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Number 4, Trey Shiree on the tackle there for the Gators, and it is 4th down for the Bombers.
It's hard to miss Shiree. You see those bright orange sleeves he's got on? Man, that kid, he's ready to go duck hunt next weekend.
That's exactly right, Coach. They got a big play right here for the Bombers. 4th down and 11. The Gators fans chanting defense. What can the Bombers pull out here with Fuchs in the shotgun? And he's going to go left, but we've got flags down and whistles. And we're going to have a false start to make this 4th down conversion a little longer for the Bombers.
You know, the Bombers starting to hurt themselves a little bit. They've had a couple penalties here the last couple drives. They're false starts. And you know, it seems like they're a little bit out of sorts here. But Coach Fuchs will rein him in here. See if we can dial up on 4th down.
It is going to be 4th down and a bunch. 4th down and 16 now for the Bombers back at their own 24-yard line. Clock rolling at 3:33 left to go in the 4th. The Bombers down 18-6 to the Gators, and they need to do something quick.
Yeah, not a lot of 4th and 16 plays in the old playbook, I can tell you that.
Especially at the 5-year-old flag level.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he dials up here. Fuchs of the quarterback in the shotgun. He takes the snap, and it looks like the same play as last time. He's coming left, and a tremendous flag pull again. What a defense this Gators team has.
TJ Walgreen.
What a flag pull by Walgreen on Fuchs. This defense they're just as responsible for this game as anything.
They are. They're staying home. This kid Walgreen, he don't pull that flag, it's house. And he made a nice play on 4th down and 15. Going to give the Gators the ball deep in Bomber territory. The defensive coach over there calling for the crowd to give a little bit of noise.
And the crowd, the Gators crowd, making plenty of noise over there on the visitor sidelines here at Memorial Stadium. Because there's 3:06 left to go in the 4th. The Bombers with a comfortable 18-6 lead, and they've got great field position. Or the Gators, excuse me, with the 18-6 lead. And the Gators have great field position here at the Bombers' 23-yard line.
You know, Alan, I think you hit it on the head there. A lot of times the running backs and the quarterbacks, they get all the glory. But that Gator defensive line, they have made it hard on the Bombers all day long.
The Gators' opponents this season averaging less than 6 points a game. Here's the Gators on 1st down. It's the quarterback, Bird, cutting up, and he's going to get down to about the 16-yard line, which is about the equivalent of the 6-yard line as his field is marked off. So the Gators are knocking on the door again here with 2:47 and counting left to go in the game.
I'm telling you what now, Bombers got their backs against the wall, but my man Christian Jones with another big pull. That looked like it was going to be 6. He cut it back. When he cut back, there was Jones waiting on 1-3 with a nice play.
Julian Bird, the quarterback there with the keeper, making a couple of cutbacks and a nice run to gain some yardage. He gets about 7 on that play on 1st down. And the time here rapidly ticking away on the Bombers. 2:22 and counting left to go in the 4th. And the Gators with a 2nd down and about 3 yards to go. Bird, the quarterback, hands off, but flags on the play, whistles, and we're going to have a false start on the Gators.
Yeah, they were trying to get my man Zanega the ball there a little bit. He's made some nice plays on defense. One of his teammates went a little bit early.
Clock stop with 2:10 left to go in the 4th. Bombers trailing the Gators 18-6, desperately need a stop, a turnover, anything to try to swing some momentum their way here at the late stages of this game.
Yeah, you know, this is the problem when you're playing flag. When you're in the tackle, you try to tell your kids strip the ball, get that ball back. It's hard to do in flag when the only turnover comes off an interception.
So Burt is the quarterback, a split backfield here for the Gators. And he's going to hand off to number 6, Valdez. There's a flag on the play. He's going to make the corner. And a fumble, but they're going to call him down and out of bounds there at the 17-yard line. And we'll see what the flag is here.
Looks like we're going to get the offense again for a little bit of a false start there. At least that's the initial signal here from the side judge.
We'll see what the officials say here.
However, I'm a little interested to let that play go. I thought it was going to be on the defense. We got one on each side, so heck, maybe it's offsetting. Who knows?
Could be offsetting penalties here. 1:43 left to go in the fourth.
You know, it's funny here. I know we've been talking about football all day, and we just saw my man Bird, Julian Bird, the quarterback, had a nice handoff, nice little run there. Plays over, he's laying around rolling on the turf. He's still just a 5-year-old out there having fun.
I saw that. He looked like he was relaxing and kicking back, enjoying a sunny late morning here in Frisco. It is cool, but it is warming up rapidly. Should be a really nice day for the other games coming up later on today here at
we got some great matchups coming up through the day. I would tell everyone, stick around. You're going to have a nice day of football. You got concessions, you know, and it's always fun to watch kids play.
So the Gators here are going to have second down and about 9 yards to go.
Yeah, and Alan, here we are. We're about a minute 30 left in the game. You know, we're at the point now where the Gators can just walk up there and take a knee in the game. Heck, they may run some plays, who knows. But, you know, it's been a good season for both teams. This is where you want to make sure that kids realize what they've accomplished by just making it this far.
So here we go. We're going to have Burt as quarterback. We're going to have a split backfield for the Gators. And he's going to hand off. It's Valdez again dancing around in the backfield. He's going to be tackled by Landry Pazowski.
My man Pazowski missed the first time, got back up and made the tackle on the cutback. That's a great play by center.
And we're going to have a timeout here by the Bombers with 57 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And the Gators are going to be facing 3rd down and 10 at the Bombers 23, which is the equivalent of the 13-yard line. And we'll see what the Gators dial up here with under a minute left to what appears to be a championship in the 5-year-old division.
Yeah, you know, I think Coach Fuchs here is trying to get the kids reset, telling them, hey, we got a minute left. Let's see what we do. Let's keep the score here at 18-6. Good effort. And see what we can do. And Coach Shirey's over there, he's got his whiteboard out. You see that a lot for 5- and 6-year-olds where you draw it on the whiteboard and show them what to do there.
So here we go. Timeout's over. 3rd down and 10 for the Gators. Bird's the quarterback. He's going to keep it. And he's got some open real estate. Jukes back toward the center. Cuts back up. And he has got, are they going to call it a touchdown? And it looks like they're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line.
That was a heck of a cutback there. Heck, the defensive back, I missed who it was there for the Bombers, didn't even know he had the ball. Had a nice hidden ball trick, nice play. They're going to have 1st down at the 1.
They're going to mark him down at about the 1-foot line here for the Gators. Julian Bird is going to be the quarterback here. The clock ticking at 30 seconds and counting left to go in the game. We got a flag down. Bird's on the keeper, and he's tackled down literally there. And we'll see what the flag is. The clock stops with 24 seconds left.
Yeah, they got the defense that time. Moved a little early. They were a little excited, you know. Want to make the play here, keep the score at 18-6.
Well, the ball was so close to the goal line, it's not going to move much.
No, you got that right.
So 24 seconds left now. The Gators trying to wrap up a 5-year-old division flag championship here. Leading 18-6 and sitting at the Bombers' 1-foot line. Under 15
Coach
seconds.
Shirey's just going to let this one tick out here for us, Al, and see what happens. Oh, he's going to send the line.
Well, they're in the running formation now with 6 seconds left, and we'll see what they call. They're going to run a play. We're going to have flags. We're going to have a false start on the offense. The clock has gone to 0, and that is going to do it, it appears. The Gators fans are celebrating. And the refs are going to call it. That's our final score. The Gators have won the 5-year-old Division Flag Championship, defeating the Bombers 18-6.
You know, Alan, I'm real excited for that Gator team. They played lights-out defense all day. They played really good on the offensive side of the ball, but you can't take anything away from the Bombers either. Those kids came out and played hard. This was a really fun game to watch, and I think both these 5-year-old teams are going to grow as these years go on.
Now, Coach, you won a championship on this field last year. You know what it feels like. What are the Gators feeling right now?
Man, they're real excited. Most of these kids, they're just excited to get the trophy. They can't wait. Plus, they get a snack after the game, so they all like that. It really is, as a coach, it's really fun because you've seen these kids for the last 4 months, watched them grow, watched them get better. And you know, there's not a better feeling than to win a youth championship.
And as far as the Bombers go, you've unfortunately also been on the other end where you make it all this way and then just fall short in the championship game. What do you tell the Bombers if you're Coach Fuchsa?
Well, I think you got to remember that you made it this far. You know, there's 10 other teams wishing they were here doing what you're doing today. And so you got to take that to heart. But at the same time, you know, you understand that they're a little bit upset, and you want to tell them, hey, you don't want this feeling when it ends. You want to be the only team that wins at the end of the year.
Tough loss. You know, I think they were a little more disciplined than us. They came out. They didn't make as many mistakes. So mistakes can cost the game.
You still had a great year. Do you have anything you want to say to your kids on camera? They will keep this forever.
You know, they've grown a long ways. They've come a long ways. You know, they got second place. It's not too bad. There's a few other teams wish they were here. I'm very proud of them. They've come a long ways from day one, not knowing left from right. And here they are now. They're executing. Like I said, it's a great team. I'm very proud of them. I love them to death. I love them like their own. And, you know, let's go. Let's get next year, baby. Right. Tomorrow starts. Tomorrow, you know, next year starts tomorrow.
Good job. Congratulations on a great season.
All right, thank you.
So it's Coach Patrick Shirey who's going to get the big trophy, the championship trophy for the Gators in their first season here in the FFL, and they have won a championship much to their fans' delight there on the visitor sidelines. The Gators fan making a lot of noise over there.
Yeah, they got it all fired up. They're calling the kids out to the 50. They're going to place that big old trophy out in front, let them get a picture with it. You know, heck, that trophy's bigger than half the Gators out there if you saw it. This being the 15th anniversary of the FFL, we got a nice big trophy for them this year that signifies the 15th anniversary. And you can see it there. They're all getting around it. It's taller than they are.
That's right. Coach, was there anything in this game that surprised you at all?
Well, you know, not really. I think it played out as the stats had said all year, that the Gators had a great defense. They had a pretty good offense. Same thing with the Bombers. The big play is what ended up, you know, sealing both teams' fate. All 4 touchdowns were long runs. Just so happened that 3 of them went for the Gators and 1 for the Bombers.
As the Gators gather on the 40-yard line, as We Are the Champions plays over the PA system here in Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, Freddie's been dead for about 20 years, but he still gets played every Saturday at the end of a season, regardless if it's youth league or if it's at the NFL level.
And I'm sure a lot of those kids out there know the words of this song, too.
Oh, yeah. I think most of us here in Texas, they pipe it into your young son's bedroom when he's born and getting ready to play football.
So the Gators and their players, the coaches, the cheerleaders getting their team photo with the championship trophy here on the field at Memorial Stadium. And what a great feeling it must be for the coaches and the parents. And let's talk about the parents. What a commitment this is for the parents, you know, for youth football. It's really unlike anything else.
Exactly right. You know, we talked a little bit before the game started. These kids have been going at the flag level 3 days a week since August 13th. And then they, you know, get going in from August 13th here to November 17th. A lot of these kids, first day in school, it's a big commitment. And it's an enjoyable commitment, whether you're winning or losing, when you see your kid out there playing and having fun. And that's what it's all about.
And that is a tall championship trophy to commemorate the 15th year of the FFL. I see exactly what you're talking about.
That trophy's bigger than Coach Shirey.
All right, I'm here with the Super Bowl winning coach. Coach, how's it feel?
Unbelievable. I would have never have guessed at the start of the season that we'd be where we're at today. Never have guessed.
Absolutely. That was a great game. Your team looked well prepared, which is awesome for 5U. I know how hard it is to it sometimes feels like herding cats. Do you have anything you want to say to your team on camera?
You know what? I'm so proud of every one of our boys. You know, we preached it from the very beginning. We're going to take one rung of that ladder at a time, and each week we went one step up. We finally got to the very top of that ladder and won that championship.
There you go. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good one.
Coach. Championship team, great season.
I know.
How was the first year for 5U?
Oh my gosh, fantastic. These girls were awesome. They cheered their boys on all the way to win the Super Bowl.
You had a lot of fun this year?
Yes.
You have
Yes.
a loose team?
No.
Loose team? All right. You Gator fans?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. You guys have fun?
Yes.
Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
All right. Wow.
Y'all want to give us one chant before we leave?
Oh, I think we should say, who are we? Gators!
Let's go Gators! Who are we? Gators! Let's go Gators! Who are we? Gators! Let's go Gators!
So congratulations to the Gators. They are winners of the 5-year-old Flag Division Championship. They have beaten the Bombers 18-6 here at Frisco's FISD Memorial Stadium in the Frisco Football League 5-year-old Division Championship.